Firstly, I'd like to say a warm welcome to Oldham and Harry Kewell. I know they've had a lot of games so far in the season, so I hope they had a safe trip down, and we're looking forward to another battle against them. Looking back at last Saturday, I feel there were some real positives from the game. There's a lot to work on, but to come away from a real difficult place with a point is a real good start for us in terms of a building board for the future. I think that the fitness levels and the team ethics were fantastic and showed real character to come back from 1-0 down away from home. And I think in future it'll be a real difficult place to go and get points. This week in training, I feel the lads have been excellent. I think there's been a real desire to make sure that Saturday's game we put on a performance and show our levels of energy and intensity, and if we ask that from the players, you have to train like that. So it's so important that every day they train at a real intensity that we want them to, and there's been a real good learning pattern of the players that we're building for Saturday, but also we're building for long term, and they're real showing signs of those football knowledge coming out in them now. And it's been a real good week and really enjoyable, and every day we train, the togetherness and the spirit is building, which is what we want. So there's no real update in terms of fitness really. I think that we're without Charlie Carter. Unfortunately, fortunately is our only long-term absentee really. Arthur Ironton is still sore in his ankle, so he won't be available. But for us, that the players that are injured are being well looked after with Toby, and we've got to make sure with such a small squad that these players are ready and fit when they return. So they're working extremely hard behind the scenes, and it's good to know that when you have a physio and a team you can trust in, that you allow them to get on with their jobs, and they've been fantastic so far. So Saturday's opponents, obviously for us, that we expect a real tough challenge. I know that obviously they lost against Leyton Orient and obviously in the EFL, but I think that it's tough at the start of the season to really gauge where they're going to be, but they've got some real experienced players in their side, and on the flip side they've got some real attacking threats. So we've got to make sure we're prepared, and we are, and we're working hard to make sure on Saturday that we sort of set our stall out in terms of our home ground. It's our pitch, our rules, our game really. I think that's the big message for us, that we've got to show the real intent to go and put on a performance. So we know that it's going to be a tough game, and I'm sure that they'll be saying the same. So hopefully it'll be a good game, and for us it's about putting in a positive performance. So obviously we'd like to thank every single one of you for watching last week. We know that you can't be there, and obviously as players and staff we're gutted that you can't be at the stadium, because we know it is our 12th person to keep us going, and but I know that obviously you're all there on iFollow, and it means a lot to all of us, because we know what the summer's meant to all of you, kind of the heartache of not knowing. So we know what every game means to you, so that's in the importance that these players will always go out, and I think that's one thing for sure that you saw on Saturday, is that never give up, never give in, want to play for the badge. And I think as a supporter, that's the only thing I want to see, is that desire to make sure that every time they put on a shirt they play for the football club and for each other, and I think that was a real good sign from Saturday, and we have to keep going with that. But I hope everybody enjoys the game, and look forward to hopefully speaking to you after the game with a win.